car insurance.
Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. That's Nettie Liddell.
And that is the fierce Brett Chapin.
We're talking to actress and booking coach Amy Linden. If you have any questions for Amy, give us a call at 1-800-336-2225.
That is right. Talk about the fiercest of all. She can turn anybody into the first-rate booking actor, which is pretty difficult to do.
I believe I can. I've seen it. I've seen people that have come to me with no credits, and then within a year, like I have one guy. He's now he's working on a 3D Civil War film in Chicago for over a month, playing Oliver Wendell Holmes, Mike Pfaff. And a year ago, he had like no credits, nothing, just theater stuff.
Then he took his career and set it off to launch.
He put together his package properly.
Yeah, exactly. He wanted it. You saw that he wanted it, and you completely helped him embrace it.
He was a sponge. He was a sponge. You could tell somebody something, but whether or not they're going to go and do it is a whole nother thing. And that's what separates the boys from the men and the girls from the women.
Wow.
You know, I mean, people take courses all the time, but do you actually actualize what you have been taught? Do you go ahead and do it? He was fierce about it. And there's, I would say, a couple hundred people that I know within the 18 years of doing this that were fierce about it.
Oh, yeah.
And those are the people that are working today.
Sorry, I'm not talking in the mic.
Into the mic.
Wow. Okay. So, speaking of people and things and futures of Hollywood, what's going on with the media, the digital media boom, and your take on that and the future of Hollywood, the internet, basically digital.
You know what's fantastic about the digital today? That anybody could actually come up with a product. And there's so many creative people that have been pretty much locked out of Hollywood because they don't have the right rep, or they weren't born into the right family. And that if they're great writers and they're great actors, it literally is, my uncle has a barn, let's put on a show. And that's what's so beautiful about it. It's also a great place for people to get their SAG card, to create some business there. And there are literally media departments set up at the big agencies, ICM, CAA, William Morris, that is new media, where they look for product. Mm-hmm. And there's been a lot of product coming off the internet going right on to network television. So it is a great place to be. But, you know, like every other business, you have to strategically put it together. Like one of my students, Nate Golan, who fortunately put me in his stuff. All my students put me in their stuff, which is great. But he's got this show called Workshop, and Hulu picked it up.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, and it's in its second season. So he's very ambitious, great actor, and he's got a great team of people, and so he's doing a great internet show.
And we hear a lot about actors using SAG New Media contracts to get into the industry, to be what's called Taft-Hartley'd.
Yeah, I think it's a loophole, and I hope that they don't close it up. Because if there are people that deserve to be in the union, and if that's a way for them to get in, then that's beautiful.
Can you explain a little bit about Taft-Hartley for those listeners that might not know?
That means if you book a union job, you don't have to pay the dues right away. You could actually be union and do non-union work as well during the course of the year. And your next union job that you book, you are what is considered a must join. And so then you have to go in, you got to pay whatever the price is to be part of the union. And then you can no longer do non-union work.
So that's why you say come here with 3 years of cash worth money, checking account type thing.
Well, a really big deal is that, you know, and I see it all the time, and it's really sad that people come in with a year's worth of money. They come to Los Angeles, and it's within that year. It takes a while just to get lost all the time in the city. You know, like I could be a cab driver at this point.
Yeah.
And so within the year, they get their pictures, they maneuver around, get in the right classes, and the money's gone.
It's a business.
So just when they're completely set up with their team in place, now they got to go get a job because they're out of money.
Right.
And so I see the cycle. It's a spin cycle. So now they have to get 3 jobs. They're exhausted. They can't even get to their audition now. And so, or there's massive conflicts. They're not totally showing up, and now they need the job.
That's right.
You're never going to book a job when you need a job. You're going to book a job when you don't act like you need a job.
Sure.
So, plan it properly.
Isn't that
it's
the
just
worst?
It's just really hard in Los Angeles because there's so much to do.
Oh, yeah.
And people come here and they get caught up in the party scene. And
Sidetracked.
believe it or not, a year goes by, 2 years go by, and then you're out of your teens.
Yeah. And
And
you are the
so-
tool, right?
What?
You are the tool. You are your resource.
You are
You
absolutely.
have to. You are your business.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a little corporation walking around.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, if Hayden Panettiere can have a purse named after her, believe me, some of you guys can at least have a shoe named after you. I mean, seriously.
I think a lot of actors come to LA and they forget that it's about marketing yourself and it's about the business side of things just as much as it is being
Yeah.
a good actor in the creative
It's
side.
like
Lyndon,
sometimes you
we
look
love
at
you.
somebody on TV and you go, "Oh my God, how did they get that job? They suck." Well, they're better at business than you are, my friend.
That's right. Amy
And that's
Lyndon.
all it is.
Amy Lyndon, we love you. We love you. You breathe faith back into the people who don't have faith, right? Into me.
Right on.
For more information on Amy, go to thelindentechnique.com. That's a 15-step program. Or tltaccess.com. You can also find information about Amy at amylinden.com. And we're going to be back to talk to Amy a little bit more.
And those 15 easy steps right here on CRN Digital Brett
All right, CRN Digital
Digital Talk.